Okay. Okay.
Phoning it in today. No, I'm kidding.
Another
Hi,
episode.
friends. Another episode. It's episode 14 of the Actor Soiree.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
He's so excited.
One after the other, man. They don't let up. One day we'll be free of this curse.
Oh, sweet mother of God. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Actor Soiree with the most excited Chip Dipson.
And I am Chip Dipson. People know me as Chip Dipson. They know me as Evan Ryan. They know me as Uncle Mommy Daddy.
And what was the callback from last episode? Soup, what was your soup?
Double Soup Daddy.
Double Soup Daddy. That is my new favorite one. Fucking kills me, man.
Well, who are you? I'm a consumer. I'm sort of the other half of the acting experience. There's the acting, the performer, and then there's the person who is the audience, the consuming the acting. I sort of consider myself a self-proclaimed professional consumer. I am just one half of the show. The other great half of the show
That's me.
is this person to the left of me.
I'm Shelley. I am the actor. So in our little soiree, we talk about acting, we talk about industry, other parts of industries that happen to fall within acting. We have some guests sometimes.
You talk about I have questions.
Right.
I know anything about the industry.
I talk, myself and or guests talk about the acting in the industry. The consumer has questions and opinions.
I have so many questions looking from the outside in to this whole world of the admirable world of show business.
Yeah, admirable. Hilarious.
But
and then at the end we do a scene.
Yeah,
that the consumer usually chooses.
I dabble. She humors me. Comes into the world of consuming. We eat a little snack. I bring us a little something to consume. This time it's sardines and lemon, French sardines.
Yay.
Oui. And a little bit of house liquid provided by
libations.
The actor.
That is the actor will always provide the libations.
Usually actors have actors have great libation recommendations.
Yes.
We just sort of have a little soiree, and then I dabble into the world of acting.
Yep.
After you've dabbled into the world of consuming.
He does act sometimes. It's so much fun.
I act, but I'm not an actor. Let's put it that way. And we have a piece that we do every week, and this week it's Kramer versus Kramer.
Classic.
Have you seen it?
Nope.
I haven't seen it either. I tried to choose something that neither of us have seen, so I've succeeded again. And before we move on, I want to say like and subscribe, please.
Yes, please.
Give us a comment about something,
please.
A scene between two actors you'd like to see, or three, because we have guests occasionally.
Yep.
Or
if you just want to see something silly, or if you want to see something different, or if you want to book me on something.
Yeah. Honestly, book me too. I don't know.
You can insert
I'll
my
give you a
headshot.
massage. I'll do your laundry.
But no, this is very much just a pleasure thing for us. So we like to see whatever.
Pleasure thing.
It's a pleasure thing. Yes. We're not doing this for money, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing this because we want.
Yeah, we're passionate for the craft.
Yes.
Like this is hard. I will say, as a consumer, very difficult to act on this show. This is one of the ultimate tests, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Watching, because I edit these too. Like watching as a consumer, I'm like, if you can act in this kitchen, I've said it before, you can act anywhere. You know.
Can I act in this kitchen?
Yeah.
Okay,
I think everyone who's come on has.
Yeah, I agree.
Put it to the wall.
I agree.
I will say, Noni didn't act, but she directed in this kitchen.
She directed like a.
So if you can direct.
Champ, man.
Under any circumstance. I want to move on to our next segment.
Okay.
I have a new segment. This one's very similar to our other segment, Have You Seen Any Good Acting Recently? But it's more of my world. Have you consumed anything good recently? And I wanted to just sort of say it's something, you can consume a movie. Mm-hmm. So it can be a movie you liked. Or, it can be food. It can be... I don't know, you go an escape room, an experience that you had recently. Not that I would know what that's like.
An escape room or a good experience?
I'm a person with dignity. I haven't done an escape room, thank you very much. I don't need to trap myself. I'm
We're
already trapped in reality.
I know, no shit, right?
But it could be anything. I'll go first because I had time to prepare. And,
Okay. What have you consumed that you enjoyed?
well, my wife made some very delicious stuffed cabbage recently.
Oh, dude, his wife makes the best
And
food.
I wanted to just sort of highlight that, the journey that she took to go and make them. Not go anywhere. She went to our kitchen, but like it's not too far.
I just saw her in like culottes, like out in a field.
Yeah,
Like,
growing the
picking
cabbage in our
Yeah.
parking lot.
Yeah.
It's something she's made before, but it's a lot of work, and it took multiple attempts to get it to the point that she liked it.
Oh, what a lovely lady.
I wanted to sort of appreciate the practice that went into it. And I'm trying to also tie these things that we consume into acting somehow. So I'm like, the cabbage that my wife made that I consumed for dinner.
Yes, continue.
I want to try to recognize even the emotional, she was stressed at times. The emotional, that's why I called it a journey. Emotional sort of steps that she went through to try to get everything done in time, because it's like something's cooking, the rice is cooking, while the beef is cooking, while the cabbage is cooking, and so you're juggling multiple
It's almost
things.
like you need like a schedule or a spreadsheet.
She had a recipe, so I guess that someone made the spreadsheet
It's fine,
for her.
It's fine.
But she, even with the spreadsheet, it's a lot of work. The spreadsheet is part of
is.
the labor.
Yeah.
So I want to say like, I recognize how during a scene, you have multiple things happening at once. You've got the cabbage, you've got the beef, and you got the rice. You've got the person that you're responding to, you got to listen to. You've got the camera you've got to play to, and you've got your own emotional journey you're going through, and you're trying to synthesize all these into a cabbage roll.
Do you know what you just explained? Meisner.
Really?
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Continue. We'll come back.
Well,
we'll come back in a minute.
Like I said, this show is trying to learn, to teach me something. Part of the journey for me. So I try to appreciate that level of synthesis of different techniques and ingredients that go into a dish.
Love it.
And I have something else on here, but it was just some music I heard recently, and I feel like I've already taken enough time, and I've said I don't know if I can get any better than that. I might be like, my wife's cooking's amazing. Also, listen to this album I heard.
You should button it with her amazing cooking. No, it's so let me tell you how that reminds me so much of Meisner. So Meisner is a technique of acting that I did for about 4 or 5 years.
Cheers, by the way. That was a win.
No, your wife is amazing. She deserved all of that praise. Okay, so Meisner, which I studied, like I said, for 4 or 5 years. There is to sum it up very, very short, the purpose of Meisner technique, what it teaches you is one of the things that you do is you do an activity while you are in an emotion. So you come prepared in an emotion, like angry, sad, happy, whatever level you want to be at. And one of the what's the word I'm looking for? Teachings that you learn.
I'm imagining, like, if I was to be Austin Powers, I'd have to come a real horny. You come like he came horny to that role.
I really wanted to travel. Sort of see the world.
That's fascinating, Vanessa. Listen, why don't we go in the back and shag?
To play Austin Powers, he was like, how I gotta approach Dr. Evil from a horny angle.
I have so many follow-up questions.
I
love that I was just like, you gotta be angry, happy, or sad. But you come prepared and you went horny. I would do horny.
I was just like, I'm thinking of like, or like, if you were in Dumb and Dumber, you'd come as an idiot.
Yeah.
That dumb emotion.
They don't think they're an idiot. But like you come as a very organic emotion, and then you sit in like you have an activity. So kind of, and this is what made me think about when you were talking about your wife's little process with all the cooking, is like you have to bring a very intense activity. It doesn't have to be like hard, but like one of the hardest ones that
if you're Austin Powers, you're probably coming hard.
All the time. But one of the hardest ones I remember of an activity was I brought a bunch of little balloons, and then like the air pump balloons that you can put the balloon and then you think of a small bike pump. I sat on the stage and had a pile of balloons, and I had to pump each balloon and then tie it while I'm doing this. So you have to do your activity the whole time. So while I'm doing my activity of trying to pump these balloons, I don't remember how I prepare. I'm pretty sure I prepared angry. And then somebody walks into the scene, so I have to continue to do this activity. I have to be in this emotion. I also have to play off of whoever just came into the scene in another emotion.
They're the cabbage.
And you're yep.
And
then
got
the
rice
whole
and
time
beef.
you have an audience who is your camera. And I literally, and while you're sitting there doing this activity, of course, even if I'm not doing something, I think anybody that's done this has accidentally flown a balloon off because I didn't tie it.
That's also
so,
probably the highlight of the scene too.
Thing.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing. It's difficult, but when you're in it, it's fun. But that's why you're she has to do this, and then you have this going on, you have this going on, and I literally was like, oh, Meisner acting.
It reminds me of when Butch was talking about his act. I just edited the Butch episode, so it's on my mind a lot. Well, our last episodes, check out episode 11.
Yeah.
11. And he was talking about how his old acting teacher made him read the phone book, and then the acting teacher would say angry, and then you'd have to read the phone book in an angry manner. Yeah. And it reminded me of that, of sort of how you just sort of you start with an emotion before anything else.
Yep. It's interesting.
It's a way to approach it, I guess. I kind of it seems boring to me. I want to be like,
there
I like the
levels.
character study level.
There's levels of Meisner that you get. There's levels of anything. Stanislavski has their levels. There's method is a whole, there's so many different levels of everything that you do. I did Meisner for long enough, and I will always covet it. I will always love it. It is not how I do my.
I think he's kind of
It's not how I act. I pulled pieces from Meisner that I really liked, that I like to use. I pull pieces from another school that I went to that taught an entirely different technique. I pull some things from that I really like to do when I prepare.
I mean, I feel like this Meisner guy, I haven't read his book, and I haven't seen
I'll
his
have
stuff.
it if you want it.
I mean, I don't need to read it to know I don't like it. It's do I need to read Mein Kampf to know I don't like that guy? You know, I mean, you got a limit what you consume. You know, that's called taste.
Consuming though, I didn't usually, as any of you return viewers know, I'm avid watcher of all the things because I just love.
You're a big reader too.
I am a big reader, and that's what I was going to. Huge reader, read a lot, lots. And I finished a novel last week that was actually really good. It's called Red Winter. It's by. Is it about
a sort of communist Russia in the winter? No, it's
not what you're thinking. Nope. It's more of a fantastical sort of story. Not quite it's got some beasts in it. We're not talking. It's not dragon fantastical.
What is the red element?
Oh, lots of death.
Okay, so the blood.
Lots of death.
Blood,
Red Winter is their term for that winter year of just.
I thought maybe there were a lot of Santa Clauses running around.
No,
a lot of people in red coats.
Lots of blood, lots of death, lots of eaten hearts, sort of thing. But it was a debut novel, and it had me hooked until the very, very end. I was very excited to read it. The end was a little lackluster until I read the author's notes at the very end, and the author was really hoped you liked the book, and I want to bring these characters back to do another thing. And I was like, oh, okay, you have me. It was great. I'll see another adventure that they do.
When you read a book like that, and I've read a fantasy book once, you usually summon some sort of image of these characters in your head, and you have them act out things.
Sure,
right?
yeah. It's the way that I tell people, or the way that I describe reading, and I don't know how it is. It could be different from person to person, but when I read a book, it's that is in my brain a movie. So I'm reading it, and in my brain a movie is
That's
happening.
why they make the movies.
Well, yeah, but sometimes they don't do it as good.
I try not to read a book unless the movie's already been made, and then I play the movie at the same time as I read the book.
Shut the fuck up.
So that I don't have my own
Stop
imagination.
It. I think we've already had this argument.
So that
I'm
fully combined with the pop culture IP.
Absolutely not. No.
I don't want to have I don't even want to come close to picturing a different actor in the role. Like, it's just what's on television, and then the book is like narrating what's on the screen, kind of like AI subtitles that you have. But I didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah, sorry, I did not mean to interrupt. It's just you do your thing, man. Like, it was just.
But no, that's what I consumed. It was a really good book.
Do you feel like is it made into like a movie or something? Would you like to see it made into a movie?
I don't think
or
it'd
show.
be. I don't know that it'd be. I was gonna say. I think it'd be more fun as a miniseries because novels are long. Novels are we're talking about like 900 pages.
Hopefully it's long.
Right.
If it's good, you want it to be long.
So I think it'd do well as a miniseries. But getting rights to, I've looked into getting rights to turn a book into movies or a TV show and how that works. I got to meet one of my favorite authors of all time, and I asked her because it's such a coveted series, and like there was a time where it would have done so well, and I asked her when I met her, I was like, "Have you been approached about turning this into anything cinematic?" And she's like, "I haven't. I'm not interested at all."
But they did make a 50 Shades of Grey movie.
That's not. Fuck you.
Never
Never watched, never read. Did not read, will not read. Like, kudos to the author. They wrote a book.
Isn't it like 50 Shades of Grey originally like a Twilight kind of fan fiction that turned into? Or am I misremembering
50 Shades
something?
of Grey is very like soccer
I thought that
moms and everything.
It
like,
initially was Twilight, but they changed it because there was an IP issue.
what? No, I didn't.
This is maybe I'm confusing, erotica fiction. My erotica
Twilight
fiction
with Twilight?
stuff from.
Tell me your
Not that I've read
library
any
of
of these
erotica
things.
fiction. So many questions I have. I'm learning so much about Chip.
I don't want to go into it. It's almost more embarrassing how I know about it, even though I
No, I
haven't
think
read
we
it.
should go into it. I don't think anybody's stopping here. Nobody's turning it
I
off
like to watch
now.
YouTube reviews of these things that I haven't seen before. That's where I know about it.
Awesome. No,
The
I was
drama
not aware of
behind
that.
media creation.
Apparently, what I found out, fun fact that nobody actually cares about, but I'm going to share it. If I were as a executive producer, or if I read this, say I read this novel and I really, really liked it and I wanted to buy the rights, I can literally just approach that author and be like, hey, I want to buy the rights to your story. Here's X amount of dollars. Do you want to sell it? They can sell it. And I think in a contract, I can just be like, this is now outright my cinematic rights. And I can't sell it to anybody
you don't have to go
else.
through the publisher at all? Like,
Probably, but I think it doesn't come to the, I don't think the end all be all is a publisher. I think the end all be all is the author, unless the publisher outright bought it from the author. Like,
what
that's
about
the whole thing.
the spouse?
I
The
think-
writer's spouse? Don't they have a say? My wife would kill me if I'd sold the rights, man. Like,
What's this?
It's a non-disclosure agreement.
That's what about this stuff? That's what I consumed. It was really good. It was good enough that like I'm mailing it to my best friend that lives in Ohio.
Red Winter.
Yep.
Shout out.
It was good.
We'll have the picture here. We'll have the titular Red Winter scene.
I feel bad. I don't remember the author's last name. His first name's Cameron.
Cameron Mitchell.
Nope.
Cameron Mitchell's Red Winter.
Nope.
Everyone tune in to the bookstore. That's for Cameron Mitchell's Red Winter. Anyway, you want to go to the next thing we're doing here?
Please.
We're setting up Kramer. I'm actually going to open these sardines before we
Open
get
the
to the scene.
sardines.
You know, I bite my nails, so I can't.
So
do
do
a
I.
tin
None of us.
opener.
We can't do
Okay,
anything here.
let's
You
see.
do-
Oh god, this looks gross already.
No,
This
by
looks
gross,
bad.
you mean
Okay,
amazing.
I like when sardines are in oil, not whatever this water.
My
like
hair is about to look at all that
this
goodness
fish
for
looks
your-
good. The
it
fish
does look
looks really good.
It does look good.
But the lack of oil is not my thing. I
I'm
got
about to
fish juice on me. So we're back.
Okay.
Okay, Kramer versus Kramer. I
Kramer
got
versus
fish
Kramer.
sauce on the outline. A movie about a divorce happening between two people. I'm trying to be as non-gendered as possible. And they're worried about the kid caught in the middle. Little chip trivia is I used to think this was a comedy because it had a funny name, Kramer versus Kramer.
Were you,
And
like,
Kramer
thinking
was like
Kramer, like
Seinfeld, yeah,
Seinfeld,
yeah.
okay.
Thinking Kramer, like two Kramers, like,
Yeah.
getting a divorce would be really funny.
It would be comical.
And like, or just, what I really thought it was about, because I knew it wasn't about Kramer.
Sure.
But I was like, it's got a funny title. I haven't seen it. It's an 80s movie. Maybe it's like, someone has like split personality. And it's like this nebbish guy
That'd be
who's kind of
fun.
nervous, like a Woody Allen type, has split personality and is trying to negotiate maybe he sues himself even. Maybe there's like a misunderstanding in the courts and his split its personality, like
courts.
sues his own business. And like, it's him representing himself. Or maybe he's like fighting for custody of his own child.
Taking a lot of
It's
turns.
a comedy. It's
But
something
yeah,
weird
but
like
you
that
thought
has
it was
to
gonna
happen.
be a comedy.
So I'm
It
going
is
too
not.
much
It's a
into
drama.
this movie that doesn't exist. But it's a drama for those who have never heard of it. And it is I already said it. It's about a divorce
Yep.
and the kid caught in the middle. And the scene that we're in is you're the neighbor, actually.
I live downstairs, right?
I couldn't
I
tell
lived-
you. I
I
haven't
think I
seen
lived
it. I didn't
downstairs.
even like read the full scene. I was like, it's not the man and the wife arguing. We've already kind of done a scene
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
when we did monologues. And this is sort of the wife's friend visiting. I didn't even fully see why. Just like maybe to come pick up stuff. She thinks she left her suitcase when she moved out. And it's the husband, played by Chip Dibson, confronting this friend, almost questioning why did this happen? Did you have anything
Putting
to
some
do
blame.
with it?
Okay.
Yeah. I bringing up all my feelings about it. Maybe there's more to the scene that I'm leaving out because I haven't read the full scene. So this is what the cold reading's all
This is what
about.
the cold read's
we,
all about.
we have to find out kind of live what we're doing.
Yep. Okay. I kind of had a couple of, since we do two versions, we always do two takes, and how the takes are done changes usually every episode. I was thinking there was a couple of different ideas, unless you had an idea how you wanted to do
No.
the two different
You
takes.
said I sent this to her for approval ahead of time, just to be like, have you heard of Kramer versus Kramer? And
course,
you were like,
yeah.
no, but I've got
I'd heard of it,
multiple
I just
ideas
hadn't
for
watched
this.
it. But I think it'd be interesting to do, because I'm a neighbor in this. I think it'd be interesting to do the scene as is, as a neighbor, and then maybe do the scene as if I were like your sister.
Yeah, I like that. I do the sister thing. I'm totally down. I liked it because it was sort of a very honest and I don't know. It was a relationship that feels very, I don't know, adult and mature
it's unguarded.
in a lot of
You don't-
ways.
It's unguarded. You don't have to worry about. Honest is a good. You don't have to worry about you don't care about what you're saying because you
It's-
don't care about how they're going to take what you are saying. You
Yeah,
don't have to worry about anybody's feelings.
I'm going. We both kind of have moments where we go at it a little bit. Maybe
Sure.
actually, I think I have more than I expected.
You do.
I
I
do.
thought about it. When I was getting your script, when I was looking at your script and getting it ready for you, I'm like, man, I don't know that he knows how much.
Yeah, you highlighted this. I'm like, there's a lot of highlighter on this. Like,
Yep.
Well, I gotta get you next week then.
He's just gonna bring me a 2-page
I
monologue.
swear you had more. Well, yeah. So I'm laying it out, but it also is like it's very mature. It's not us just screaming our
No.
emotions. Like I don't like it. It's sort of like we're explaining ourselves a little too, and I don't know. It's a very real topic.
Yeah.
Which I like. And
It could literally happen. It didn't. This happened
Yeah.
in a movie in the 80s, but it could happen tomorrow.
we also skipped a segment. I don't know if we should go back. Skipped, have you seen any good acting recently? You don't want to do it?
I haven't though. I haven't
You
had
haven't?
time.
I was just going to say I saw some William Shatner acting in Star Trek and I loved it.
Good acting.
And I was going to try to honestly bring up how I wanted to act like I wanted to try to bring an element of that to this, but I don't think it's the right move to do for something like this.
You're gonna William Shatner a drama?
Yeah, like that's that's what I think.
That's a whole other episode.
That's what I think.
That's a whole other episode where we take
Who's the guy from Godfather that?
Pacino.
Pacino. I think Pacino does that. Pacino, William Shatner's dramas.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Maybe in a cadence of his voice, but not.
He's like over the top a little bit, and he's like has this very particular way of speaking.
Pacino's Pacino.
He's Pacino. Shatner is Shatner,
yeah,
and
but
he's like
Shatner is so much more of a. He leans more towards a goofy.
I'm alone.
Where Pacino, you're just like, yeah, no, this works.
I will say, yeah, the Shatner
I don't
goes.
think anybody would be like, yes, please Shatner. This
I don't know.
drama.
Pacino is a little goofy to me. Every time I see him, I kind of think I got a smile on my face, man. Like, Pacino's kind of goofy. I do think it works. It's the level of like, yeah, they really bring it over. Like Shatner's in a Star Trek. He's in
I
a
know,
sci-fi,
and
so
I know.
going over the top makes sense in that way. But Pacino, he's always like, blah, like, yeah, like,
No,
way
so-
big,
you-
like.
yeah,
Because she got a great ass. And you got your head all the way up it.
I also put Keanu Reeves in that category. Keanu Reeves they just like do their thing.
they do.
You
He
know?
does it so well.
And I like Keanu Reeves as an actor too. And they're all very different, but
Anybody that knows me knows that man has been on my list since I had hormones.
and I kind of like, I feel like that, I wrote, it's almost like they're not acting like humans. They're acting like crazy people a little bit. They have, I mean, they're still grounded in a way. Like, they make sense for the role. Ultimately, they bring it in a more direction. Even if I don't fully understand, I like what the decisions they made are as in the role.
Well, yeah, that's why they got cast.
That's what
they're
challenges
bringing.
me, and
Yeah.
I kind of have to figure it out. Leaves me after I leave the theater. I'm like, what the fuck were they thinking? And that I like that. Like,
Okay.
that's something. It keeps me chewing on a piece. Whereas if they were more grounded, more like I'm just what would
everybody.
Yeah, everyone's doing that.
Yeah.
Like, it helps you stand out.
Sure.
It makes you rethink what that grounded element is too for the other actors. It's
Mm-hmm.
like that. Why how do I act? What is grounded for me? What is it like to be a reasonable person to a certain degree? Like
Welcome
if
to
I was.
acting.
I kind of feel like I do that already a little bit. Like I only have my one note of acting. It's not a choice so much as it is just like how this consumer acts.
See, that's not Shatnering though. That's Evaning.
Yeah, that's not Shatnering.
You're an Evaning.
I
You're
think
Evaning. You're.
I'm Evaning, but I think Evaning is not as good as Shatnering because Shatnering he's a choice. He's an experienced enough actor to make that be a choice.
Yeah.
The Evaning is like this is it.
it.
This is all I got. Like, so I'm trying to get to that level of Shatnering.
Okay.
Where I do it in my own way, my own
Okay.
twisted way. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about before we go into the piece.
I don't want you to tell me if you're gonna. I don't want you to tell me if you're gonna shat all over this or not.
I hope I don't. Yeah. I don't
I said it.
shat this scene.
I just want you to. I want you to do it, and it'll be my job to not break.
I'm not gonna shat. I'm just gonna try to act this scene. Just get that base level. Oh, he was acting instead of reading lines or something. What the alternative
We'll
is.
do the script as is. We'll do it as neighbors
Yeah.
first. Beautiful.
Blind read. Just sort of what comes naturally. Your instincts for how you take it, and then the second one we do it as if you're my sister.
Yeah, I think that'd be. I'd be
am
curious because you have siblings.
Your brother. Yeah. I don't have a sister, but I
It'd
have
be
a brother.
hard to do if you didn't have. If you were an only child, and I'd be like, "Hey, do this as your sibling." You'd be like, "Fuck you, I don't have siblings."
I could act
Or,
like I have
you know.
siblings.
Yeah, we'll do siblings.
Cut.
Jesus Christ, David. Just on one today. Where is he?
This is the most insensitive thing that you've. Hold on one second. Oh no, hi Margaret. I'll call you back.
Should packed her suitcase?
Look, it's nothing serious, but I appreciate your concern. I really have
Did
to.
she tell you she was going? She must have said something to you.
You'd know better than me.
How would I know? I was not here.
Well, obviously my wife and you have numerous conversations about my shortcomings that I've not been privy to. And I would like to sit here, and I'd like to sit here and talk with you, but someone has to bring home the bacon, and I have a major presentation in the morning. And I'd just like to get to work, get my work done. So if you'd allow me, I'd...
Okay, you don't seem to realize we have a real problem.
Marge, it's me that's the problem. All you have to do is go out the door, go down the stairs, go back to bed.
Ted, the fact is that Joanna has got all this stuff going on and that you don't know about.
The
And
fact
I don't know
is, for the last 6 months, I've been spitting blood to get this agency one of the biggest accounts I've ever had. And 5 o'clock this afternoon, we got the account. And at 8 o'clock, I'm walking home with the vice president who's telling me I'm going home. I'm going to be the next creative director of the department. And I walk through the door to share this with my wife. What has to be one of the best 5 days of my life. And she looks at me and tells me she doesn't want to live with me anymore. Can you understand what she's done to me?
Yeah. She loused up one of the best 5 days of your life.
Oh, you're terrific, really. Thank you very much. Sisterhood. I want to thank you for coming up. Yeah, coming up here to cheer me up.
I didn't come here to cheer you up. I came up here because I'm concerned about Joanna.
Do me a favor and be concerned in the privacy of your own apartment, okay? It's occurred to me that Joanna and I have never had any problems until you and Charlie showed up.
I don't believe you.
Do me a favor, just tell me the truth. Did my wife set you up to this?
No. No, I did not put Joanna up to this.
Did you give her a pep talk?
No, I did not give her a pep talk. Joanna and I talk a great deal. Yes, and Joanna is a very, very unhappy woman. And you may not want to hear this, but it took a lot of courage for her to get up and out of here.
How much courage does it take for a woman to walk out on her kid? Does it take to walk out on your kid? Fuck. The scene. I didn't even go for the sardines like I said I would.
Well, see,
That was the
one of
movement
those
I was going to
things.
incorporate.
Yeah,
like
it's one of those things you gotta
some
remember.
Sardine action.
Yeah.
It's like, I was just here enjoying my sardines before you came
Before
up the
you
stairs.
came up, what do you want? You like answer with a sardine hanging out of your mouth.
Well, you have notes, I feel like. I don't want to say anything about how I did. I really think this could have been better for you. I didn't choose a great one this week.
No, this is fine. It's fun. This is what this ends up being is a
That's they found a paper bag. You're nothing to me, man.
an actor should not be standing there just waiting for
For
their
the line,
cue
yeah.
line. You because then I would just be like this.
Yeah.
And I'd be waiting for you to say one word, and then I know that's one of my next line is. You have to listen
gotta make
to what they're
faces to
giving you. You have to
respond.
have an emotional response. You have to do.
Well,
So
this is where I'm like,
listening.
I'm always saying we got to get more movement going on. It's always the hard and the first blind read to do
Yes.
movement because we're so tied to the script.
I mean, yes and no.
I mean, you're right.
Some would argue, and I'm just playing devil's advocate, but some would argue that it's more not effective, but it could be like harder, but you could also garner more response by not having something to do and having just a lot of emotions about something without moving.
I agree. I sort of
That
go
is the difference
towards
between.
movement.
That's a big difference between theater and camera. As well.
I go towards movement because I don't have many tricks in my toolbox. To me, movement feels like an old reliable. Like it gives energy to the scene immediately, and I like the idea of
Still
static.
waters.
Maybe not static, but like still waters and like that subtlety that you're talking about. But I almost feel like with our set, with the space that we're given,
Sure.
I think trying to incorporate movement is difficult and doesn't come naturally because we have this like corridor, we have this situation we're in. I think it challenges us to bring the movement in, to have something like this, and it makes us maybe be a little more creative about like how can we bring movement in. So that's my argument. Is like if we do it again, I'd like to see like I don't know. You're looking for a suitcase. Maybe I'm giving you things to bring out. You know. So you're here to I think pick up things.
Well, I don't know that I'm looking for a suitcase. I'm looking for Joanna. I say she packed her suitcase. Like, is she gone?
Oh, she's in the other room.
She gone?
I don't start on the phone.
Is she gone?
I'm yelling at her in the other room, and then she's actually packing her suitcase. You're coming up to maybe look for her, check on her, and I don't know. I'm a hardworking businessman. Maybe we have a huge apartment. I can avoid her. I'm not sure.
Talking like a real happy marriage.
So
why are they?
It's like good thing we have the big apartment. That means we have space to avoid each other. So that's it. And you're my sister coming up to talk to me this next time we're doing it, and I guess you're like my wife, your stepsister more than me.
I mean,
sister-in-law
really,
more than me.
Could be super close.
I'm the shitty brother.
You could be a very shitty brother.
That could help a lot with movement too, because I feel like if you're my sister, I'd feel more. If you're my neighbor, I wouldn't feel comfortable pushing you around
and
physically moving you.
Yeah.
Where you're my sister, I'm like, get out of here. You goofball.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, I told you it's a subtle change, but it's a big change.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a lot of fun.
Also gives me more grounding with a relationship. Okay. Here, can you give me just knock on something for the door knock?
Did you not hear it last time?
No, maybe I was so in the zone. I wasn't listening.
You were in it. Okay.
I was on the phone.
You were I was on the phone.
I couldn't hear. This is the most sensitive thing you've. Hi, Margaret.
Did she pack her suitcase?
Look, it's nothing serious. I appreciate your concern. I really do. I really have to.
Did she tell you where she was going? She must have said
Oh,
something.
you know better than me. You know better than me.
How would I know that? I was not here.
Well, obviously, you and my wife have had numerous conversations about my shortcomings that I have not been privy to. And I would like to sit here with you and talk, Margaret. I really would. But someone has to bring home the bacon. Somebody has to bring home the bacon. And I have a major presentation in the morning. And I would like to go home to get my work done. So if you'd allow me.
Okay, you don't seem to realize we have a real problem here.
No, Marge, it's me that's the problem. Me. All you have to do is go out the door, go down the stairs, and go back to bed.
Okay, Ted, the fact is that Joanna has some issues, and she...
The fact is that for the last 6 months, I have been spitting blood to get this agency one of the biggest accounts that it's ever had. And at 5 o'clock this afternoon, we got the account. And at 8 o'clock, I'm walking home with the vice president who's telling me I'm going to be the next big creative director of the department. And I walk through the door to share this with my wife. My wife with what has to be done. I share this with my wife with what has to be one of the biggest 5 days of my life. And she looks at me and tells me she doesn't want to live with me anymore. Can't you understand what she's done to me?
My God, yes, that she loused up one of the best 5 days of your life.
Oh, you're terrific. Really. Thank you very much. Really, sisterhood. Oh, I want to thank you for coming up here and cheering me up.
I did not come up here to cheer you up. I came up here because I'm concerned about Joanna.
Oh, do me a favor and be concerned in the privacy of your own apartment, okay? It's just occurred to me that Joanna and I have never had any problems until you and Charlie split up.
Oh, I don't believe you.
Do me a favor. Just tell me the truth. Did my wife set you up to this?
No. No. Okay? I did not put Joanna up to this.
Did you give her a pep talk?
No, I did not give her a pep talk. Okay, Joanna and I talk a great deal. Yes, and Joanna is a very, very, very unhappy woman. And you might not want to hear this, but it took a lot of courage for her. A lot of courage for her to pack her bag and get up out of here.
Oh, how much courage does it take to walk out on your kid?
My God.
Cool.
That was what did you feel?
I forgot the sardines. That's the first thing I was thinking. I was like, I got
thought-
so many lines. I'm like, when am I gonna eat this?
I thought about it while you were one of your little
Like walking
mini
away,
monologues.
like-
I was like, oh, should I eat it?
You come in here
should I
and
just
eat my sardines
But, like,
while
seriously-
I'm in the middle of a divorce.
One of the first things I do when I go to my brother's house is check his fridge,
Yeah, I mean,
eat his shit. That's what you do.
I-
How'd you feel? How'd you feel that one?
I wasn't happy with how I did it. Like, I felt it was too similar.
Okay.
I tried to, like, I don't know, kind of feel like I was like joshing you and like teasing you more, like messing with you, be like, oh, did you have one of our pep talks? Like, really like, oh, but give me a break, you know, like, and it was just sort of more of the last one, is sort of how I felt. It didn't really feel, I mean, the sister stuff, it helped. It wasn't like everything was bad, you know, but I didn't feel like it was different enough. And there were moments I was like, I got a wild hair in my ass and was like, you know, maybe I take it a different direction a little bit. Like I could still kind of bring it a different direction. It didn't really work out. I felt like the timing of my cadence was off at moments because I misread a
only time-
line.
yeah, I was gonna say-
And she looks at me and tells me she doesn't want to live with me anymore. Can't you understand what she's done to me? I thought I had glimpses of like things that I liked, but they fell flat with timing, delivery, and even my movement. I kept talking about how I wanted more movement, and I just kind of was like, you know?
I mean, you are black. I think no notes on that movement part. I think your movement was fine.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I thought you had more sort of your listening and your reactions to what I was saying stood out to me more too. I felt
Okay.
like I noticed some of that.
Well, I think especially if you're doing it with your sibling, like it kind of like the whole thing that we talked about earlier is I don't really care if you care what my reaction is.
Yeah.
'Cause it takes a lot for family to not
Yeah, if you're
longer
showing
be
up in the
family.
middle of
So like
this,
if
you're
I'm showing up
close.
and you're being a dick to me, I'm going to tell you you're being a dick to me and
Yeah.
I'm going to have my opinion. We're still going to be family afterwards. Whereas if I'm a neighbor, I'm going to be like, all right, like I hear you. I'm not trying to start anything here. I'm more actually concerned about her. So I'm just going to take whatever
And I
throwing at me.
I liked how we did.
That was fun.
You know, I
Yeah.
said like, but I'll take the drink. But I think it was successful. We're not. These are all blind reads, so it's like, of course, we're never fully happy with them. I feel like.
I mean, that could be another episode idea. I mean, do you guys want to see if we actually have something if Chip has something prepped?
Oh, you want us to prep?
I'm asking them if they think it'd be cool to see a prepped thing.
I don't
And
know.
not like you don't have to sit with it a week, but like you read it 2 times before you read the actual scene 2 times before we do it.
I should have read this at least once to make sure that you have more lines. I thought I could have sworn I must have misread something and seen one of these big monologues as Margaret or something. But I'm kind of against that idea. Maybe like episode 100, or like a big one.
Okay.
You know, what I do want is I want one of the viewers to write us a scene.
There you
That's
go,
what
guys.
I want. Something that
Somebody
it's
write us a
not
scene.
anything from an IP.
There you go.
You know.
Somebody write us a scene.
Anything else you want to add? You know,
Not
shout
on
out
this- I don't have
anyone
any.
you like, anyone you hate.
The list.
You've been maybe we have a section where like tell people things to avoid, like media and creators to avoid. Besides
I'm not
Bordeaux.
I'm not a working actor yet, so I'm not about to tell people my opinions of things that I think could avoid because they could have potentially hired me and I would.
We call the
love to do
segment "Burning
something.
Bridges." The Burning Bridges segment.
I don't want to do that right now. I'm good. No. I do have a classmate that is got cast in the new season of The Last of Us.
Oh.
So kudos to her.
Wow. Maybe one of the last ones.
It's a big thing. So really love my school. My teacher helps out a lot, and that's just part. I mean, she did a lot of it, but obviously, kudos to her. Yep.
Have you gone and gotten coffee? Have you done the whole song and dance where like, you wouldn't be here without me? You got to remember who helped you get here.
No, what's fun, and I love this, is that there are so many. I have teachers. I have other people that especially when I moved out to LA, they were like, "Oh, you'll forget us, or we'll do whatever." But also they stopped talking. But as soon as I booked, the first thing that I booked, I had ex-teachers and ex being like, "Oh my God, how was?" I'm like, "Bitch, you haven't talked to me in 5 years." And all of a sudden you want some kudos? That's not how this works. But also that's Hollywood.
That's what people were like. As soon as I came out with these episodes, they started making this show, people were coming out of the woodworks, man.
Yep.
Oh, hey, I hear you're famous in the industry now. Can you throw a good word in for me to, Shelley Duvall, I know you're always talking to her. Anyway, that's our show, guys. Tune in next week.
Yes.
I don't have anything to shout out. I don't have anything to tell people to avoid. Avoid standing on the edge of large cliffs without any guardrails.
Or turn around and take a selfie.
Yeah.
And that's just called natural selection, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, wow. Harsh take from Shelley. We're going to finish off these sardines and, the rest of this tequila and probably go home.
Until next time.
Take it easy. This was the soiree.
Soiree.